if you plan on putting out content every day in the month of April, you want to be consistent, ensuring that you put out content every single day in the month of April. There is everything that you need to do for that to be possible. For you to put out content every day in the month of April, there are certain things that you need to do for that to work. You cannot just wake up and begin to put out content. There are things that you need to do. My name is Susan. People popularly call me Run with Susan. And you know that whenever I come on here, it is because I have tips on personal branding, on how to put yourself out there online on social media, positioning yourself as a valuable individual so that you can increase your earning power. Now, send this video to everyone who you want to be consistent in the month of April, everyone who has a business, who is a 9 to 5er, who should put themselves out there on social media in the month of April, who wants to be consistent. Send this video to them because it is going to help them. Now, what I'm going to be sharing with you is in 5 phases. 5 phases of things that you need to do in order to be consistent in the month of April, or in order to put out content consistently in the month of April. Now, for phase one, the first thing you want to do is to define your content pillars. And what are content pillars? Content pillars are a couple of things, interests, topics that you want to talk about on your social media page. For example, I talk about personal branding, personal development, writing, books, or things that will position you as a valuable person. Those are the things that I like to talk about. These are my content pillars. For you, your content pillars could be public speaking, consistency, business strategy, whatever. For another person, it could be fashion tips, lifestyle, beauty, cosmetics. But content pillars generally are just topics, the main topics that your content is going to center around. So pick between 3 to 5, write them down, and we will go to the next thing. Remember, we are still in phase one. Now, for the second thing, decide on the content format. So for me, I have decided to pick. Why is my throat disturbing me? For me, I have decided to pick videos, talking head videos, because I want people to relate to my mind. I want people to relate to how my mind works, how I think, right? So for you, choose what your content format is going to be. Is it going to be carousels? Is it going to be images? Is it going to be talking head videos? Is it going to be B-rolls? Is it going to be videos, just random videos with a background music? Decide on what the content format is going to be for all the 30 pieces of content that you're going to be putting out in the month of April. The third thing in the first phase is for you to decide on what your posting schedule is going to be. It is very important for you to plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail, right? If you are able to go through with these processes, with these procedures that I'm showing you, you are setting up yourself for success in the month of April. So now the third thing is to define your posting schedule. And what's a posting schedule? Decide, what is Monday going to be? Are you going to be posting motivational quotes around your industry on Mondays? Are you going to be sharing educational content on Tuesdays? Are you going to be sharing tips and hacks on Wednesdays? On Thursdays, are you going to be sharing a day in your life? On Fridays, are you going to be answering frequently asked questions? On Saturdays, are you going to be marketing a product or advertising a course, a digital product, whatever it is? Decide on what the posting schedule is going to be from Monday up until Sunday. It is very, very important. Now, when you're done with the whole of this is for phase one. We're heading to phase two. Phase two is the content creation phase, right? So for phase two, so the first thing you want to do in phase two is now to brainstorm and decide on what the content ideas are going to be. Remember that in the first phase, we already have the content pillars, right? So I'm going to use myself as an example. My content pillars are personal branding, personal development, writing, books, things that will help you position yourself as a valuable person online, right? So now under these, I will now write at least 6 content ideas under each of these content pillars. So for example, under personal branding, it could be the number one tip that will help you position yourself as an authority in your industry. That is one content idea. Second content idea can be how to show up consistently online without overthinking. So do this for yourself. Write at least 6 content ideas under each of those content pillars that you have written down. Now, the next thing that you want to do in this content creation phase, the phase two, is to write your scripts and your caption. And under this, what you need to write is you need to write your scripts, you need to write your caption, you need to write your hook, and you need to write your call to action. A script is, the flow of your content, everything that you want to say. Let's say in your talking head video, what you're going to say in your video, that is what your script is going to entail. Your hook is going to be like the first line, the first thing you are going to say, the first eye grabbing or attention grabbing thing that you are going to say. Write that out. Then write your call to action. What do you want your followers or your audience to do when they watch each video? What do you want your followers or your audience to do when they watch each video? And then the final thing is to write your caption. So write your caption for every single content idea that you have written out. It is very, very important. The next thing you want to do is to record and batch create your videos. So for all those content ideas that you have written out, you have written out by now, you should have written out your script for every single one of those videos or for every single one of those content. Now you get to sit down to batch create everything, or at least content for the next 2 weeks, right? Shoot all the videos, shoot all the talking head videos, have all the b-rolls, have them shot and then put saved in a draft, right? You can choose to save them in your TikTok draft, or your Instagram draft, or somewhere, your cloud, your Google Drive, somewhere. Just have them shot and saved somewhere. If you are doing carousels or images or whatever, have your pictures already put together, have your carousels designed, have your infographics, whatever it is, have them designed on Canva. Now we are moving on to phase three, and phase three is the scheduling and the automation phase. And why do you need to schedule your content? You need to schedule your content because you don't know what life is going to turn out to be in these 30 days. You could get busy, you could be overwhelmed, underwhelmed, you could be feeling lazy and not want to put out content, right? So it's important to schedule your content ahead of time so that it doesn't hamper or stop you from that consistency. Now, in order to schedule, you can schedule on Instagram, you can schedule using Meta Business Suite, you can schedule using Canva, whatever scheduling app. There are so many scheduling apps that you can use. I'm going to list some in the caption so you can check them out. Schedule your content ahead of time for every single day so that you don't have to be running up and down or waking up early in the morning to make the post. Phase four is the actual posting and engagement. Now, remember that your content has already been scheduled, so you don't necessarily need to post, right? But here is what you need to do. We always recommend that you don't post and ghost. So for every content that goes up, decide on when you are going to come on social media and engage with your audience. People may have dropped comments, people may have responded to your videos, may have responded to your content. What you now need to do is to engage with the people who have responded to your videos or the content that you have put out. The final phase is the tracking and the improvement. And this happens as the content begins to go up on your social media platforms, right? So you track your views, you track your followers, you just go in your analytics and track and see what content is working well, what content is not working well. See what content people are resonating more with and the content that they are not resonating with, and see what you can tweak, for the future content. See what you can edit, see what you can recreate for future content. These are all the things that you need to do in order to put out content consistently in the month of April.